Okay, guys, it's Thursday, April something or other, and I've been looking at the internet and watching people use the coyote calls, the call in coyotes, and I figured a way how to make my own after C&D Badass Jeff sent me this website. It is, I don't know if you can make that out, environmental.com/koi5/20. And down at the bottom, it has free coyote call MPEGs. So you go way down here. I'll put the link to the site on the sidebar, hopefully, if I remember to. And you can make your own. They even have 2 minutes of silence MPEG, and you can, I don't know how good that's going to turn out, all these different noises. Anyway, if you go to the bottom, there's a 20-minute sequence you can download. Then there's a 17-minute sequence and a 16-minute sequence. So, and this is what they recommended: homemade call. Use an MP3 player with an amplifier and a speaker. So I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money, so I went down to Zeller's and I bought this MP3 player right here for $14. I think it came out to $16.03 with tax. It's a one megabyte, 500 song MP3 player. So I got that, and it comes with a headphones and a cable. Well, you can see it plugged in there. Anyway, so I didn't want to spend the money on the amplifier and speakers, so I'm going to reuse my 1990s radio. Actually, it's the 80s something. Believe it or not, I used to carry this to high school. Anyway, not trying to date myself. You can put batteries in it. I have it plugged right now. I was using the plug-in. It has auxiliary input. I'm going to use the amp out of the stereo system with this left and right, and this cable here, I believe, came out of an early Nintendo system, I think. Anyway, you could probably make that adapter. Everybody's got an old ghetto blaster laying around. The volume that comes out of this is really decent, probably better than that speaker. 5 watts per channel. And you can see right here it's got auxiliary. Originally I was going to try to use that cable in the computer because it'll fit there for my speakers, and tape the sounds on a tape, which would have worked too, and I wouldn't have had to buy anything. But after sitting around, most tape players, for some reason, the belts dry out and they crack and they bust. So this was working perfectly fine when I put it away, but now it doesn't work at all, the tapes. So that part's junk now. I'm just going to use the auxiliary input. So I'll show you how that works in a minute. But yeah, if you go to this site, and there's probably many others, just download them to an MP3 player, and then you can play it through your speaker auxiliary on your ghetto blaster, home stereo. It depends where you want to go. If you're close enough to the house to use a extension cord, then you can just plug it in. That's what I'm going to do with this one. Or I can put D-size batteries in it, use it out in the field. Okay, well, try give you a little view of what's going on with it going. God, that's a god-awful rocket. What? That don't call them. I don't know what will. That doesn't get the coyotes here. Holy. You come running with that, hopefully, if they're in the area. We'll see. Well, that doesn't get them out of the woods. I don't know what will. I'm going to try it a little bit later, towards dusk when they're moving around. And I might do that tonight. Sit back here somewhere Maybe up in that playpen or play unit of the kids. Need somewhere of a good visual around. I think that's pretty good. Lawn chair up here. We get a little bit of height. Pine trees on the way. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, this could work. Bring a tarp up here and block it. This pine tree is in my way though. If that was cut out, I might trim that up before tonight. This is actually just almost as good as a deer stand. Well, not really, but I gotta watch where he's shooting now because there's houses all over. So we're gonna have to use a shotgun, or I don't want to use 22. 7.62 by 39 would do good, but you have to watch the houses around here. There's a house over there. There's a bunch back in there. Really, you're not supposed to discharge anything over 30 caliber in the county here, so we're probably not going to use that. I'm thinking about buying a 17 HMR. Some of them can be pretty cheap, or get a conversion for my Ruger 1022. But anyway, so we're going to try that out.